It's Straight Talk with Loretta Rose, and today we're bringing you a special edition of Straight Talk 101. We have caught up with legendary Coach Carolyn Wright. She's going to share with you her legacy and her testimony and want to inform you with where she is now. So we're going to sit down with her one-on-one, and she's going to bring you up to speed to where she is and also her journey as coach. Stick around. It's Straight Talk with Loretta Rose, and you're watching here on Beam TV. It's Straight Talk with Loretta Rose show, and today it is a special edition of Straight Talk 101, and we are with the legendary coach, female basketball coach, Coach Carolyn Wright. Thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Thank you so much, Loretta, for having me here.
Absolutely. This is an honor. This is historic because this is a part of your legacy. You are amazing, first of all, woman. Coach, you are an amazing woman and look fabulous.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you, and the community is proud of you. And I am so grateful to have this opportunity to sit one-on-one with you to talk about your journey as a coach and then and now, because you have been an educator for many years. I believe it's over 40. Am I correct?
You're correct. 45 exactly.
Don't even look it. You look 45 yourself.
Well, thank you.
Wow, over 45 years as an educator. And how many years coach?
A total of 39. Six at junior high and 32 at Central.
So you just tune in. Coach Carolyn Wright is awesomely known as the most amazing female basketball coach in the Southeast region. I'm going to say in the States, the United States. She have coached here in the Tri-City community area, really in Phoenix City,
Yes.
at Central High School for how many years?
32 years.
Oh.
This started my 33rd year, but I ended up at Jag High School.
Wow, amazing. So let me tell you how I got to know Coach Wright. I got to know Coach Wright because I have a family member. Well, you don't look, you have coached generations. And so one of my cousins was one of your players. And I used to hear her talk about Coach Wright, Coach Wright, Coach Wright, Coach Wright. And I was like, who is this Coach Wright? And the community, the other children in the community was talking about Coach Wright, Coach Wright. She's so pretty, she's so fine, she's so fly, she's so this, she's so that. But she tough too. But they love you. You weren't only a coach to them, you were a mentor, you were a mother, you were auntie, you were family. And they love you. Shout out to my cousin Jasmine Sanders. And when I got a chance to meet you, I felt like I've known you forever. And also in the community, you are recognized as a woman of class and dignity. And when I had an opportunity to interview you many years ago at Central High School, I said, oh my God, she is everything this community say about her. So I want to just say thank you for the integrity that you have displayed through your service in touching so many lives. Because you got a lot of little Miss Coach Wrights running around.
I'm actually proud of that, Loretta. All I ever wanted to do was touch the lives of students and players, just like people who helped me. Just wanted to give back.
Wow. So where are you from, Coach Wright?
I'm from Tuskegee, Alabama. Left Tuskegee in 74, graduated from high school, went to Alabama State University, finished there, got my master's there as well. My first year I taught at Hancock Central. It's been so long ago that I almost forgot the name. And taught there 1 year. Then I moved to Montgomery, Alabama, and I got a job at Stanhope Elmore High School. Worked there for 12 years. Then my next venture was coming to Central High School, Phoenix City, Alabama.
Wow, amazing. And you have left a mark in Phoenix City. You have really helped Phoenix City to be on the map, too, I will say. Um, Amazing. Your journey. Not only that, your husband, coach as well. Shout out to him, Coach Bobby Wright.
Of course.
Amazing. And he coached at Central as well.
Yes, that's where I met him.
That's where you met him.
That's where I
Oh,
met him.
wow. So I was going to ask you, so how did coach and coach come together?
I tell this story all the time, Loretta, especially when I first got to the city. Coach Bobby Wright was one of the most eligible bachelors around. And here I am, this new young lady coming into the city. And he walked up to me and, we talked. He wanted to meet me. And we went out with the coaches. You know how you go out on lunch? And we were sitting there eating. And then he said to me, hey, look, I don't do relationships. I said, great. I don't do men who don't do relationships.
Wow.
And his lip just dropped. And it went from there. I don't know how it happened, but
Wow.
that was our conversation.
That's amazing. And how many years you all been married?
We have been married, and I always get it wrong, and he may get it right. But we married in 93.
Okay.
So,
93. So this year will be 31 years.
yes.
Wow. Because I got married in 94. So
Right.
this year will be 30 for us. So
Right. 31 years.
amazing.
Absolutely.
That is amazing. Well, he is another legendary coach as well.
Yes.
Help the viewers to understand his role as a coach.
Gosh. When I came to Central High School and I saw the work ethic of Coach Bobby Wright and Coach Wayne Trawick and Charles Fortune, I was just amazed at people to give that kind of time and work. Coach Wright worked religiously. Sundays, we would go on vacations, and he would be drawing up football plays and basketball stuff. I'm like, we're on vacation. So, but he just worked so hard, and he had such a passion for work. And what really sold me on Coach Bobby Wright was his due diligence, and how when he cared for something, you knew he cared for it. And then he loved his mother so hard. And I was always taught, if a man loves his mother, he's gonna love his wife.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that sold me on him. And then my first week when we had a game, I got really sick. And he actually took care of me, practiced my girls, and even coached 2 games for me. So that let me know that he really, really cared about me. But I think too, he also cared about the program.
Yes, yes. And you all are each other's greatest cheerleader, I would
Yes.
say, because now I notice he travels sometime with you and
Every
assists
day.
you every day.
Every
Okay. Because when I talk to you, your husband is normally with you, and I was like, well, that's so sweet. That is so amazing, because he's retired now,
Yes,
right?
he is. Yes.
But he is to her husband, the lady coach. I love it. I love it. It's just in your blood, in your veins.
Yes.
And so we appreciate him as well. Your mentorship. You all have mentored so many, your husband, so many young men, and you, so many young ladies. How does it feel to know that you have impacted young ladies' lives to the point where they got that drive that you instilled in them, and they are successful in their careers now? Like, one thing I remember about my cousin Jasper, I interviewed her on my radio show many years ago when I was in radio before television. And I never forget on that radio interview, I said, if you could share something with other young students, because my daughter was entering into high school at the time, what would you say to these students? Because Jasmine had just graduated and she was in college. She said, I would say start off strong. One thing my coach taught us, start off strong. That stuck with my daughter. That stuck. I love it.
Well, I tell you, Loretta, so many things that I said that I even forget. And the girls will come back and remind me, Coach, you remember you said this to me? I actually talked to one of the young ladies that actually she had a crush on my son. And, he would talk with her from time to time. And she said to me just 2 weeks ago on the phone, Coach Wright, I'll never forget what you told me. If a boy will not go to church with you, come home to Sunday dinner, he's no good to you.
Good. Good
And
advice.
that touched my heart because that boy that I was telling her about was my son.
Wow.
So that really spoke volume for her to tell me that so many years afterwards.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So you mentioned your son. So how many children?
I got one son. Then Bobby has a son and a daughter. So
Okay.
together we have three children.
Okay.
And I finally got a little grandbaby. She
Sweet.
is my heart.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Any of the children, Coach?
No, my
didn't?
my son said to me, Mom, I do not know how you and Dad do this job. I would not do it for anything.
Wow.
I said, that's not your calling, son.
There you go.
Right.
And that's what I was going to say. It's a calling.
Yes.
It's a calling. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and bring the viewers up to speed where you are now. And this is exclusive with the one and only, the legendary Coach Carolyn Wright. You're watching here on Strength Talk.
While our roots remain firmly planted in the heart of East Alabama, we're taking a bold step forward to expand our reach. You've always known us as East Alabama Advertising. Now let us reintroduce ourselves as AMP. As we embrace this exciting transformation, we're not leaving behind our core principles. In fact, we are clearly defining them and carrying them forward with a renewed spirit. Our commitment to excellence, creativity, and a deep understanding of our clients' unique needs remains unwavering. At AMP, our mission is clear: to harness innovative strategies and technology, to amplify your message, expand your reach, and drive results. By leveraging our expertise in digital marketing, creative storytelling, and data-driven insights, we amplify your brand's voice to captivate your target audience and make a lasting impact. We believe in the power of reach. We focus on tapping into our partners' ideal customers to reach them right where they are. We are community-minded and relationship-driven. We combine strategic thinking, creative flair, and technical expertise to create compelling advertising campaigns across all channels, whether it's through engaging social media campaigns, captivating video content that tells your story, or highly targeted digital advertising. We are easy to work with because we care about the success of each of our partners. Your success is our success. AMP, Advertising, Marketing, Production.
Welcome back. We're having a one-on-one with Coach Wright. She is amazing. Coach, I was thinking about some of your accolades, and you have a plethora of them. But the one that's stuck out the most to me right now is you are a member of the Alabama High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame. You're a Hall of Famer. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And you know what, Loretta, I always say that I did not get that Hall of Fame award by myself. All the players, all the coaches, all the people, parents who helped out, concession stand workers, they all are part of this award. And I'm thankful. I could never, ever say that I was able to do that by myself.
Amazing.
It was a plethora of people who helped.
You know, the unique thing as I was reading up on information about you, your husband is a Hall of Famer as well.
Of course, of course.
Tell us about that.
Well, he became a nominee for the Hall of Fame in 2014, and they take the time. 2015, then he was inducted. He didn't even know that we were going to nominate him until after the fact. So when he was nominated by our school system and the principal, he was so excited, so excited. He had just gone through his illness with the transverse myelitis, where he had been completely paralyzed.
Oh, wow.
So, but then he was able to be mobile and accept his award, and that was the biggest thing of his life, accepting that award.
Praise God. That's an honor. And it's nothing like receiving those roses.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's what I call them, roses. And well deserved, well deserved. You all are just amazing. A dynamic duo, Hall of Fame couple. Amazing. And I know your children, they're very proud of you all as well. Talking about your husband journey as a coach and yours, all that you all have poured into the lives of others, into the educational system in Phoenix City, period. It has been a lot of years. And how did you stay motivated to stay in one area for so long? Because, in that career, you can move.
Correct.
You have I've heard they were like, she could have did college, no problem. She just that bad. I'm not sport analytical, but I've seen you in motion. But to be dedicated right here for so long, and still is, your husband, you all, how do you do that?
When you love what you do and the community engulfs you like this community engulfed us, you want to give to them. You want to give them all you got. And when the kids are so receptive and, they know that you love them, they'll give you all that they have. And having that, why would I go somewhere else to look for that? When I felt like I was giving this community all that I had, and the people that were instrumental in getting me here, I wanted to show them, you didn't make a mistake. I wanted to show them my worth, and I wanted to just give back to the community the way people had saved me. A young girl growing up in the projects from like 7th grade until going out to college. I wanted to save those kids like somebody saved me.
Wow, you have saved so many. When I tell you, your players, they will go to war for you.
And I will go to war for them.
They will go to war for you.
Yes.
And because you weren't just coach, you were everything to them. When I tell you some of your young ladies that you've coached, wow. They have shared stories, because I've had an opportunity to talk to some of them on the phone, that how if it wasn't for Coach Wright, they wouldn't have made it through college or high school. You gave them motivation. You gave them hope beyond what they saw. I heard what you're saying. Some of them, lived that life where, like you were saying, grew up in the projects. I myself have done that. But you helped them to see beyond what they were. You coached them past where they were, through fear, through doubt. You poured more into them than I think you realize.
I think you're correct.
I really do, which is such an honor. And it's a testament of the woman that you are and the service that you have rendered to students and your players, which is a great model for those that's coming behind you, because this is how you do it. you're in it with all that you got. And that's what, as coach and educator, that's what it takes to be successful.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. And I tell you, the kids, they still have my phone number. They will still call me. You know, girls, some of them that's on Central's team right now, Coach, you still drinking your water? How are you doing, Coach? Or they'll text me. I got one of my girls in college right now. She talked to the girls I'm coaching now. You know, girls, y'all got a great coach. You're blessed. And it makes me feel really, really good for them to still know that I love them, and I know that they still love me in spite of everything.
Wow. You know, you mentioned that the girls check on you. Coach, are you drinking your water? I want to help the community and the viewers understand, because they probably don't know, you endured some health challenges
I did.
while coaching here as well,
Yes.
right? In
Mhm.
Phoenix City.
Right.
And so that's why she said the girls will call Coach, are you drinking your water? It's amazing. You're an amazing woman. You're an amazing woman because you share some of your health challenges, and you're open to share with the viewers. But to still coach like you coach and was enduring what you were enduring in your body physically, that takes dedication. Because a lot of us will get in our feelings and be like, okay, see ya. But you love the game, you love the girls, you love the sports, you committed. That's it.
Yes.
Committed. Committed. Do you mind sharing some of your health challenges so that your fans would know?
I don't mind at all, because my health challenges, you know, I never hid them. I may not have discussed what I was going through. My team knew that I was ill and something was going on, but they didn't know the exact thing. And it didn't matter to them, you know, what it was. They were just there for me. If I have been diagnosed 16 years ago with autoimmune hepatitis. That's where your immune system attacks your liver. So when I was diagnosed, I was like, they're wrong. So I ended up having to get 3 opinions. And so when I finally got the opinion and the liver biopsy, it came back like, okay, you can just stop. Go on up to this, accept it, and move on. So it was a hard pill to swallow, because I'm not a heavy drinker, didn't, drink a whole lot. And for your liver to be cirrhosing for no fault of your own, you think, why?
Yeah.
Why? So, like, okay, I got it. Let me make the best of it. So I was going to a specialist in Birmingham, seeing a specialist in Columbus, and my regular doctor. They took really good care of me, though, Loretta. They really did. I didn't have many bad days, but I had some days that I struggled. And through the struggle, my teams, they knew when I was sick. They would come in, don't bother. Let her do what she needs to do. Coach, get this chair, sit down. They took really good care of me through my illness because they saw my fight. And I still coach them as hard when I say, Coach, I'm good. Let's get at it. We got a game to win. So they saw that fight in me. From 16 years ago, every team that I had worked with me and stood by me. That's why I would always stand by them. I don't care what. So as the illness progressed in the last couple of years, I was diagnosed with liver cancer. So that's what moved me up the scale so that I could get a liver transplant. A lot of people didn't know that, but I don't mind sharing because my girls, actually, they didn't know all of my diagnosis because I didn't want them to worry. I want them to know I'm okay. I can fight this. And, once I got the liver cancer taken care of, moved up the line to get my liver transplant, here come another illness, Loretta. After the liver cancer was taken care of, here I get breast cancer. Had a lumpectomy. The doctors, took really good care of me, fast and quick, because they knew I was waiting on the liver. Cancer diagnosis. I had the lumpectomy, had the radiation by the end of December. Still coaching, doing all of this. Swollen, still coaching, still winning. Went to the regional game. I was so swollen, I had to go directly to UAB for them to take my blood work, see what they need to do for me. That was on the 21st. Nope, it wasn't on the 21st. It was the week before. They called me and I was so swollen. You could tell my face, my ankles, everything. I could barely walk when I left the game at regional. I lost that game. And I was so devastated because I knew we could have won it. And I couldn't understand it.
This was with Central.
This was when I was with Central. Everything is with Central, with my illness and everything. So the day I lost the game, they took me to UAB on the school bus to UAB from the game. They took my blood work, and the doctors didn't give me any medicine. And I couldn't understand why don't they give me something to relieve all of this? That was a Tuesday. That next Tuesday, I was supposed to, if I had won the game, I would have been playing for the regional championship. The day before, I got the call. I was in my office. And said, "We have your liver." Oh, I just bursted in tears. I could not believe it. My assistant coach at the time, she was standing out the door, and she heard me. And so she ran in, and she said, "What's going on?" I said, "I got a liver." They said, "You got to come." I had to drop everything right then, get there to UAB. So when I got there that night, I'm like, gosh, this is just miraculous. The day I was supposed to be playing for the championship regional that I thought I was getting my liver that day. And then I realized God had another victory for me. Not that.
My God, oh my God, amazing, amazing. Ooh. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back talking about a testimony. Wow. And talking about the seeds you sow, they will bring a harvest. I love it. It's Street Talk 101 with the legendary coach, Carolyn Wright. We'll be back after this.
My name is Byron Anderson, and this is my CVCC story. I'm studying industrial maintenance. We do a lot of diverse things here. We got CAD, we have processing control systems, robots. We got everything you could really think of in industry, we pretty much have here. Within a few months of going here, I already got calls, applying for jobs. I'm not even ready to graduate yet, but still getting a job, still being able to make money while still in school. It's a big accomplishment for me.
Diamonds and bracelets and gold. Oh my! Find the perfect piece that catches your eye. Custom Jewelers can also give you cash or a loan for jewelry you no longer care to own. But if it's broken, no need to despair. This store can provide a one-day repair. A wall of gold that's grand to behold, where convenience and satisfaction never grow old. Custom Jewelers, your trusted jewelry partner located in Phoenix City.
Thank you so much for joining us. And we want to thank you, Coach Wright, for sitting down with this 101 Street Talk, helping the community to be abreast with where you are, what's going on with you, because they have been calling. When are you going to talk to Coach Wright? When are you going to talk to Coach Wright? And the time is now. So we want to thank you for your transparency, and thank you just for sharing with the community that you love, and all of your babies and babies.
Yes,
'Cause
yes.
there's a lot of them now.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. So as we get ready to close out the interview, I know there's many that is very, very dear to your heart. All of you, all of you. But when I think about colleagues, I think about Coach Deborah Lowe.
Okay.
I thought you all were sisters.
Well,
For real. I know you're
everybody
sisters in
thinks
the
that.
spirit, but I really thought you were biological sisters.
Can I tell you a story about the two of us?
Yes.
She can be at Walmart's or at Publix, somewhere, and they'll say, "Coach, you did great in that game last night." She used to try to say, "No, that's Coach Wright." Now she'll say, "Oh yeah, okay." And the same thing happens to me.
Wow.
They'll say, "Hey, how you doing? How's the mayor?"
Oh.
And oh,
sweet.
he's fine.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah,
I love it.
people, they mistake her for me
Yeah.
and me for her all
I
the
love
time
it. I
because
love it.
our personalities are so similar
It's
too.
so similar.
So
You both so loving. Look, women of class all
Well,
the
thank you.
time. And for those that are watching, Coach Deborah Lowe is Mayor Eddie Lowe, the mayor of Phoenix City, wife. And she coached the
dance team.
Yes,
Mhm.
amazing. Well, she loves you as well. And
I
when
love her too.
thought about colleagues, I thought about her as an educator. Some of your players, I mentioned my cousin Jasmine.
hmm
She loves you.
I love Jazz. I love her. I love her.
What do you, I mean, I'm proud of her. You have been very instrumental in her business career because the motivation and the push you gave her so young is instilled in her. And she go hard.
Yes,
That's
she
how
does.
she is. She
Yeah.
goes hard. And so I'm so very proud of her, but she loves you. When I say go to war, oh yeah, she'll go around the world and back for Coach Wright.
And I feel the same way about her.
Yes.
I do. I feel the same way about her.
Wow. Another one, which is, I believe, a colleague of Jasmine. Y'all call her Kit Kat?
Kitty Cat.
Kitty Cat.
Kitty Cat.
Okay. She's amazing too. I'm proud of her.
You know what? I call her the little Carolyn Wright, Coach Carolyn Wright,
Okay.
because she coaches.
she coaches too,
Yes, she
that's right.
coaches my style.
Yes.
She acts a whole lot like I do. She carries herself in a very professional manner. She takes really good care of her family,
Yes.
her team. I mean, it's like I'm looking at myself all over again.
You know what? You are absolutely correct because I remember when she got married and her theme was the love of basketball.
Yes.
And she loves it.
Yes, she does.
And I forgot she coaches as well. How does that make you feel to know that you are part of that?
I feel really, really good. You know, I'm sure Kitty Cat won't mind me telling this little story when we were at a game at Smith Station. I'll never forget it. And that's always an area game for us. And she was just clowning out there. You know, somebody boned her, she boned her back and all that. I called a timeout and I pulled her to me. And the words I put into her ear, she went back out there. She played to perfection from that game to every other game. And her mom asked, "What did she say to you?" Kat said, "I can't tell you." I was like, thank God. She didn't tell me.
Wow.
But that changed her whole actions.
Amazing.
So-
her parents are amazing.
Yes, they are.
Paris and Vanessa, they are my classmates. Her daddy was a beast too. Playing
Yes.
basketball too.
Yes.
Amazing. Another beautiful young lady, Monique. She's a mother too now. Monique Jackson.
Yes, her little piece. You know, Monique and I talk often. She's one of the best players to come through Central High School. And Monique was one of those players too. I have to tell a story about. You know, Monique had great talent. And she knew she should have been on the starting lineup. But she demanded it with her mouth and not her actions. And so she and I would just have these talks. I'm like, Mo, yeah, you should be doing that. But until you earn it, I'm not going to give it to you. She finally got it. And when she got it, it just took her to the next level, So I even had Monique come back and coach with me. Yes, I hired her back to coach with me, but now she's doing some bigger and better things. She's so successful, and I'm so proud of her.
Wow. And you were part of that success.
All I know is that they listened to me at some point.
Wow. Wow. So how is it with the girls in Montgomery now? How are they? How, because they're blessed to have the legend.
You know what? And they know and they feel that they're blessed. But, you know, coaching and your body, it's like muscle memory. And when you've done something for so long, your muscles remember that. So a coach has to come in and change that muscle memory to what it needs to be. But they work so hard for me. I don't care what I ask them to do. They're going hard even if they mess it up. Yeah. So you can work with that as long as they're working hard and you can see the progress. Mm-hmm. And that's amazing. They work so hard for us.
Amazing, amazing. I know you want to express gratitude for your best friend.
Which one? Now I got two.
Wow. You can say both.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about Deborah Lowe first. Deborah Lowe, you know, she is a friend that you'll have for life, because when you have friends that you can trust and they know your actions, they know when you need them, and you don't have to talk to her every day, or if something's going on, she'll call, what's up? Or I call her, something's up, what's up? We feel each other like that. And I don't care what it is. If it's something that's happening with anybody in her family, you know, they have the little birthday things, and if they forget to tell me, I'm mad. Or, you know, I share her grandboys, and she shares the only little one granddaughter I have, which is her only daughter.
That's right.
So we just bond, and we share so much.
Beautiful.
It's like a sister, but then it's better than a sister, because, you know, sisters can't share all the time what friends can share. So we like sister friends.
I love it. I love it. And your other best friend?
My other best friend is my former pastor, Pastor Deborah Grant Scotland now. But that lady changed my life so much spiritually. You know, I've always been a child of God, but to make it grow and get to that next level and understand how you use it for your benefit and how it works when you do, she poured that into me, and I'm so thankful for that. And I don't care what it is in our circle. If it's something going on with Bobby, she's there. If it's something going on with me, she's there. That was when she was in Columbus, and now that she's in South Carolina, it's the same thing. You know, it's that kind of friendship. I don't know how it could develop out of a pastor shepherd relationship, but God.
Wow.
But
amazing.
We're there for each other. When she went through her ordeal with her health, I was there for her. So when I went through mine, I never could have made it without the support that she gave my husband, first of all, because he gets really, really nervous when there's something wrong with me. If I get sick at the school, I'll say, don't call him, because he does not like for anything to be wrong with me. So she knows that. So every step of the way with my health, she was there, she and her husband. So that's something you have to just cherish.
And she was there with your 600.
Yeah, she and my other girlfriend, Peggy Augustine Shorter, was Dr. Peggy Augustine that used to work here, have her business in Columbus, rather, the orthodontist. And then her husband, Wesley, they all came to my game and surprised me. I'm coming, I always look straight forward when I come out because I don't know what parent might be sitting behind me and want to say something ugly. So I just look straight forward. And as I got to the bench, I heard somebody go, woo. And I looked, there they were in a row, all four of them. I started jumping, screaming, yelling. Everybody in the gym's like, what's going wrong with that food? So,
wow, you deserve that.
They cheered my girls on. I saw her husband, Pastor Scotland. He had his hands out praying.
Yes.
Lord Jesus, these people really, really, really up here for me.
Absolutely.
So we went out to eat afterwards, and I said to them, what would have happened if I lost that game? They said, we didn't care. We were just coming to support you.
Amazing.
It was great. And we went into overtime in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, we had to go into overtime to win it.
Amazing. That is amazing. I love that. Final one as you express your gratitude as we bring this amazing time of conversation with you, your caregiver. I know you express a lot of gratitude and thankfulness for your caregiver. I want to allow you that opportunity.
Yes, some of you might not know Andrea Johnston. She was married to my husband's best friend, Ken Johnson. They called Silk. Played basketball for Central High School and then went on to play at Alabama. Well, they married and Ken passed away. So when I had to get the liver transplant, the person that we had to come care for me, she came up with COVID. Right there, the day of, Pastor had to leave to go back to Columbia. And she said, Carolyn, who can we call? And called one of my best friends from Tuskegee. We've been friends since second grade. Well, she couldn't come until like 2 weeks because she had some other things. And I said, Pastor, I got one other person that I can call. I said, and I'll give her a call. I called Andrea. She dropped everything she was doing, everything that she was doing, and was in Birmingham within 2 hours. She stayed with me the whole time. I had to be there like 25, 27 days. She was there with me the whole time. She came home and stayed with me until April 24/7. So I could never, ever thank you, Andrea, enough for all you did for me. And upon that, she even cared for my husband because he didn't go home. He stayed there with me at the hotel. So she cared for the both of us. No amount of money that I could have given her could pay her for her work for us during that time. It was just a godsend.
You know, as you're sharing all that you were for those girls, when you were in a time of need, God had everything you need.
Just everything just fell in place. Everything.
I love it. I love it. Now, we would be remiss if we did not mention your husband. That man, he loves you.
He does, and I love him too.
Some Carolyn. See, to us, she Coach Wright. At home, she Carolyn. She baby. He loves some Carolyn Wright. And so I would like for you to express your gratitude to your husband.
Well, we can have a conversation, fuss with each other, and the next minute we're laughing, talking, and all. So we have that thing, that mental telepathy, like we know what pushes each other's button. Right. We know how we have to support each other.
Absolutely.
And it's just...
Wow. You know, when you were saying that, I can really understand why your husband felt and responded the way he's responded, because my husband is my confidant as well. And in the industry that I'm in, and you know how it can be, when he see I'm wrong,
Mhm.
I put it that way.
Right.
It bothers him. It hurts him
Mhm.
because he always said, and he just said it last week. He said, "It hurts me when people wrong you
Right. Right. That was his feeling. He
because
said,
y'all
you
are
know, just say,
one."
Right.
But he know you
Right.
like nobody else knows you.
Right.
Him and God, he know you. So yeah, because you're one, he felt that.
He did.
He felt that.
He took it harder, I think, than
yeah.
I did.
Yeah. So we want to thank you, and I'm going to let you look into the camera and share with your viewer, your fans, your girls, your supporters, as we get ready to close out, from your heart to theirs.
To everyone who stood by me, even to those who might not have agreed with my coaching style, who might not even agree with the way I handle situations. I love you because of the fact that you let me coach your children. I love you because of the fact that you saw the worth that we put into the program. To those people that I know had my back, I know worked those concession stands, I know helped me to coach, I know that you all gave it all that you had. I know sometimes I was hard, pushed you, but I never pushed you past what I would do. And I know you've gone on, some of you've gone on to other jobs and you've been very, very successful. And I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to pour something into your lives because you poured a lot into mine. To those administrators that were instrumental in getting me to Phoenix City, I did everything within my power to prove to you you didn't make a mistake. I've seen many administrators come and go, and you are all great for me. I've seen so many superintendents who were great. You did a great job for this system. I've seen so many teachers come and go that I was in the trenches with, and you taught our kids, and you're still teaching them at Central High School. I thank you all for everything you did for me and what you're still doing for our students. Would I say anything bad about Central High School and this community? No. Why would I try to tear down the house that Wright and Company built? I want to see it stand. I want to see it excel. I want to see it go beyond what we built. And I really need to send a shout out to Coach Kevin Red and Miss Lillian Cook, because they were the ones that we replaced. We built on what they had. And I hope people will continue to build on what has been set at Central High School. And that's been one of the greatest programs in the state of Alabama. Thank you all for everything you've ever done for us and the school system and athletics at Phoenix City Schools.
Wow. God bless you. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Well, you've heard it from the legendary Coach Carolyn Wright, from her heart to yours. And we want to thank you again for your service
Thank you.
and the continuing service you're still pouring out. God bless you and your husband, Coach Wright.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us for this Street Talk 101 with the one and only, the beautiful Coach Carolyn Wright.